Quietly watch. Quietly correct your work. But your voices should remain off so that we can get through this. So that you have what you should know. Elijah, please stop for tomorrow. All right. -13. Guys, when you have an answer, subtract 3. So I would start at -16, -15, -14, -13, -12, -11, and -10. Opened or closed at -13. Elijah, do you need to go? I asked you to be quiet. Opened or closed at -13? Closed. So you should have a closed circle here to the right or the left. Left. Remember, if you rewrite your inequality sign and make it into an arrow, you should know which direction you're going as long as your variable term's listed first. Which means for this next one, I'll want to rewrite it. I have a K and the 7. My sign is eating the K. So I'm thinking 7 minus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opened or closed on the 7? Closed again, because it could be equal to the 7, to the right or the left. The right. Again, as long as my variable terms first, I could rewrite my symbol and turn it into an arrow. No. A number is less than or equal to 1. So I have a number is less than or equal to 1. A number is 3 at a minimum. So that means it could be greater than or equal to 3. Remember, if you're not sure about what those words are meaning, look back over your notes. We did so many, you should be able to find a minimum. This one translates completely, right? Solve each inequality and graph the solution on the number line. If you gotta go, you're missing lots here. So we're gonna add 5 to both sides here, treating it just like an equation. We have A is less than 4. So I'm thinking 4 minus 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opened or closed on the 4? Open. And to the, very good. What does that fraction bar mean? Divide. So I have to undo it by multiplying both sides by 5. This makes it P is less than -20. Some of you wanted to switch your signs, but we're not multiplying by a negative number. We're multiplying by a +5. So here, -20 minus 3, I have -23, -22, -21, -20, -19, -18, -17. Opened or closed on the -20? Open. And to the left again.
It's weird. So I put it to the left, but then it says right.
Gotcha. All right. Here, this time we're dividing by a -4. Because when I have a number next to a letter that denotes multiplication, to undo multiplication, I divide. Remember, when I divide or multiply by a negative, I have to flip my sign. So this becomes m is greater than -7. So I'm starting at -10, -9, -8, -7, -6, -5, -4. Opened or closed at -7? Open and to the right.
Oh, I get those mixed up. So put it that way too.
All right, two-step equations. Remember, we have to get rid of the constant that's on the variable side. So I would subtract 9 from both sides. 2x is greater than 12. To get rid of the coefficient, I have to divide both sides by 2. So x is greater than 2. 2 minus 3 is -1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, opened or closed at 2? Open. And this time we're actually going to the right again. Oh, good question. I shouldn't have gotten 2.
Yeah.
6. So this should have been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Open on the 6 and to the right. Next time you gotta yell at me. All right, sooner. That's number 8. That should be the first page. This second page, we're still doing 2-step. We're getting rid of the constant that's on the variable side. So I'm going to add 13 to both sides. N divided by 7 is greater than or equal to 2. I'm undoing dividing by 7 by multiplying both sides by 7. So N is greater than or equal to 14. 8-inch. 14 minus 3 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Opened or closed at 14? Closed this time. Very good, because it could be equal to, and this arrow is going to the right. All right, so here we've got to get rid of the constant that's on the variable side. So when I subtract 5 by both sides, from both sides, I should say, I'm going to get a negative 8 is greater than, bless you, 2k. Bless you. Divide both sides by the coefficient, negative 4 is greater than k. Remember, when we are graphing, we want to think about it with our variable first. In this, it's eating the 4, so I need to be sure it's still doing that. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. So negative 4, opened or closed? Open and to the left. 11 subtracted from a number. If you're not sure how to write it out, think about how you would subtract it from an actual number. So maybe think about your age. 11 subtracted from that. I need my age first. So I'm saying 9 minus 11 is a maximum. So it could be equal to, but a maximum would be the most it could be. So it could be equal to or less than 14. So we translated it. To solve it, we would add 11 to both sides. We're left with n is less than or equal to 25. What's that? Then you did it wrong. If you did 11 minus n is less than or equal to 14, you would end up with, yeah, so you did it wrong. Don't do that. All right, the quotient of a number. Remember, a quotient is the answer to a division problem. So we're going to put that division sign between the number and negative 3. Go away. Go away. Go to the bathroom. Please go. Go. Go away. Go quickly. Nope, quicklier. That way. That way's the bathroom. Go take care of your business there. Nope, I'm not. Go. So we're saying a number and negative 3. So I'm putting the division sign here. This is decreased by 6. So we have to subtract 6 from it. Is no greater than 35. So it could be equal to 35. But if it's no greater, it's less than or equal to 35. All right. So we would solve this like a 2-step equation. We would get rid of the constant by adding 6 to both sides. That leaves us with n over negative 3 is less than or equal to 41. Now remember, when we multiply now by this negative 3, we have to flip our sign. So on the left I have n. I have to flip my sign to go the other way. 3 3 times 41 and negative at that is negative 123. Is that right? Is that what you guys got? Did I do something wrong? No? All right, so that's it. Pete, now we've got a real life application, is going shopping using his credit card. If his credit card has a limit of 2,000, remember a limit means he could spend equal to 2,000 or less than that. And he's currently holding a balance of $583. How much can he afford to spend? So if his balance is $63, sorry. We have to figure out what he could spend in addition to that, right? So here we would have just a one-step equation. So if I subtracted 563, it makes sense that he has less than that 2,000 available now, right? So he can spend up to or equal to, this becomes 199. 7, 3, 4, $1,437 or less. All right. Michelle is saving up to buy a $399 phone. So she needs that or more, right? So it has to be greater than or equal to that $399. She's already saved $75 and she works for $9 an hour. So 9 times N. How many hours must she work to purchase the phone? So she's already saved up that 75. So we can subtract that from how much the phone is. So we know 9N is 4, 2, 3, greater than or equal to 324. So now when I divide by 9, we have 324 divided by 9, 36. So she's got to work at least 36 hours or 36 hours or more. That's like not even a week's worth of work. All right. So you've got about 5 minutes yet. Be sure your packet is ready as far as you want notes. Remember, we've done a lot together. There was a lot you should have done independently that many of you chose not to. I would highly recommend going back there and being sure you know how to do that. At least getting down what we did in the videos and together as a class. Definitely have your packet and your review with you tomorrow. You may use them both on the quiz. You're going to turn in your packet and your review and the quiz tomorrow when you are done.